important to understand and to prioritize filling your own cup first before you try to pour to anyone else. And most, even Indian mothers and even mothers in general, forget that they deserve that nurturing towards themselves primarily, to be better moms, even to be better at workplaces, even, because balance is the biggest term that I work on with my clients. Because when there's an imbalance, meaning one area of your life is thriving, it could be career, it could be money, and say your relationships like suck or whatever, right? Then there's not that balance happening.
Right.
And balance is what brings us like this feeling of genuine well-being, like where we feel really like whole and good from within. And so mothers lack that, and largely it's because of this mindset that, oh, I'd be a bad mother if I just took time for myself, or like, yeah. And also they are very susceptible to the marketing and all of that, is because they're not approving of themselves. So they really need that approval from others. Do you know what I mean? Like, one way or another, you need that. Either you are going to positively give it to yourself, so you become less vulnerable to these like gimmicks that's being played on you, or like you run empty and you become very vulnerable to these gimmicks that, you know, give you an illusion that, hey, you're going to become beautiful, and then suddenly your life is going to be fixed. Physically beautiful.
In fact, we have a comment that, you can't be perfect everywhere. Women stress themselves by this word perfection. Absolutely. Priya, I think you are bang on point. Yeah. So, yeah, we are still waiting for your ideal approach for the modern day women, which I think you have started saying that, people have to really give more importance. Mothers have to start putting self-sacrifice, perfection a little behind, start focusing on themselves so that they can become better as a whole. Cater to these, be better moms even, and also waiting for the tools. I'm really waiting for that tools part, so that I can do something about this.
Yeah. So just by the very definition of wellness, right? Wellness is defined as a process, like process of becoming, just the textbook definition says like process of becoming aware of and making those choices that take you towards like a healthy life. So it's a process. Right. It's not just like a one-time thing. That's why we call wellness a lifestyle, right? So it's a journey. Right. It's a process. It's not like, hey, lose 10 kilos in 10 days. It's a process and it's a journey. So I first want to like bring some light to that, put some light on that, because most people do not get that. Hey, you're trying to embrace a completely new lifestyle that is pleasurable and good for you. Like, it's not just like one time state or, something that, yeah. So, so with the moms, like, I think it to begin with, like I said earlier, there are some tools that you can already like take from what I've said before. But like I said, intentions matters a lot. Even with wellness, where you're coming from really matters a lot. By this conversation, I think you would have some idea on what is the, like, I don't want to use the word right, but sort of a healthy intention to pursue, right? Say if you're pursuing an unhealthy intention of like, oh, I'm going to look physically perfect, then you know that it's being driven by these like society's conditioning, right?
Right.
And
okay, so one more question. I mean, I'm sorry, please complete.
Yeah, so it's really about like the coming to this from the right intention primarily, and working on like the mind, body, and spiritual aspect of things. And yeah, by putting yourself first and by bringing in this energy of like lack of rigidness, like you have some guidelines for your health, and like you make it's a moment to moment thing. That's why I said process, right? It's about making choices that are kind towards yourself, that are not extreme, but that are still healthy for your body, but also like that satisfies you, that are pleasurable, right? Like, not all healthy eating needs to be like not tasty, and it's a momentary choice. It's about choosing in the moment. It's about making the right choices in the moment, and then you have to look at what will allow you to make those choices, because we always know what's right to do, but we don't do it, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Agreed. Okay, so one last question. before going to the last question, I would like to even say that, yes, we have, you've made the definition of fitness. You have given the definition of wellness, the wholesome wellness, the holistic approach towards the right idea of wellness, the awareness part of it. You have shared few tools. You have said the intentions are more important. You have said the results are secondary. You have also told another key point that, please analyze why you're doing a certain thing and how it is connected to a particular behavior of yours, whether it is going to be an approval that you're looking for, or what exactly is the reason. So maybe in that way you will get better results in your journey towards wellness. So these are few key takeaways that I've got so far. Definitely I'm very keen on trying out few tools, like, trying to really understand that my weight loss is affected by, whether it is really affected by so many different points. I'm really going to work on that. So that is one important thing